Hey, we're here with David Magidoff and Gabe Trevino from Monkey Butler. They're improv guys, and we're about to go on the air. They're going to teach us a quick improv game.
Yeah, this is a game called Red Ball, and basically you see an imaginary ball, and it's just about throwing it over. You say, "This is a red ball," and you'll say,
"Thank you, red ball. This is a red ball."
Thank you, red ball. So we just keep passing it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is a red ball.
You can pay for that.
Sorry, guys.
Somehow, my buddy just said, Austin, he's like, "What? Wouldn't it be great if you just had a monkey butler?" And I don't know what it was, if it was just that or in the room we all laughed, and it stuck for a little bit. And we said, let's call it monkey butler because there was really no good reason other than it made us laugh. But then people started to ask us like what it meant, because that's the thing is people go, "What exactly?" Like you're asking, what does that mean? Mm-hmm. But then it was like a miracle happened because it was like clear as day, and it was because all of our workshops are free. That's our thing. That's our MO. Is everything's free. So monkeys like for the funny, monkeys are funny.
Sure.
And then Butler for the serving. So serving you comedy, and all of a sudden it was like, that's an amazing name.
David, I saw that you did an episode of ER a little while ago.
I did.
Did you get to work with Parminder Nagra? And if so, do you know if she can still bend it like Beckham?
She was not in the episode that I did, but I did get to hug John Stamos.
Oh,
really?
I did.
Wait, that shouldn't excite anyone.
That's
Honor.
Well, he was
handsome
Uncle
man.
Jesse. He was Uncle Jesse.
He was Uncle Jesse.
He was in our homes for so many years.
I guess my question is, did you hug him on or off the camera?
Oh, boy.
no, off the camera.
Yeah.
I mean, but it would have been even better because then it would have been documented if it was on.
Oh, yeah.
I think I went up to him and I was just exactly. John Stamos.
Let's hear it for Stamos.
Wait, I want to hear what you went up to him and you asked for a hug.
I said no. I went up to him and I actually wanted to shake his hand.
Okay.
I was just like, thank you for making this really fun show. Before I got out what I wanted to say. Actually, I really liked him in the short-lived show where he was a spy.
Oh, yeah.
I saw that.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
It was a really goofy
Who was the female lead in that?
I forgot, but she was very, very attractive.
I think it might have been like Amanda Peet or something. I'm not
Something
sure.
like that, and it was just this weird little
Can't remember the name
guilty
of it.
pleasure show. And I was gonna say thank you for that, but before he does it, he cuts me off and goes, "Full House," and I go, "No," and I mentioned whatever the show's name was. I remember at the time, and he just goes in for a big hug on that. All right.
What's
So
right with Stamos?
he initiated the hug.
Oh yeah.
I think it would have been weird if you had initiated the hug.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how I pictured it.
Oh, really?
happening, that you just kind of hug rushed
Like
him.
from behind.
Hug
Yeah.
You didn't accidentally say "I can die now" while it was happening, did you?
No,
Okay,
although I was just so happy for about a moment.
Did you breathe in slowly?
What's that?
Did you breathe in slowly while you were hugging?
Is that head and shoulders?
All right.
No. Should we move past this topic?
Let's let David off the hook here.
Sorry,
Stamos hook.
He brought it up.
No, I'm proud of it.
No, yeah, he's like, I don't need to be let off the
Oh my
hook.
gosh,
He
we
went
all had lunch together. It was amazing. It was my birthday.
Oh wow!
The
nice.
day we shot it happened to have been my birthday, so
Well,
it was like this is the
all
best
right.
birthday present ever.
The
Thank
hug
you.
makes
Very
sense
cool.
though, because you were probably one of 5 people that saw that show. Even though I thought it was, I was one of the other 5.
It's true, yeah.
I thought you were talking about ER for a second.
No. Well, the last season.
Oh, the spy show.
The spy show. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I
know.
wish I could remember.
John
the title
Stamos,
on
if you're listening, call
1-800-405-6425. I was about to say that exact same sentence. That's really weird. You know what? We have some listener questions, emails that we got. Let's see. I know there was one for. Oh, here we go. Tim in Sherman Oaks. How long should it take me to get good at improv? Feels like it's taking forever. LOL. ...
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
If you're
Do
not
more
good in-
abbreviations. It'll help your comedy. No.
How long did it take you guys?
Don't ask me.
What do you think, Gabe?
I'm the host.
I wasn't looking at you.
Oh, okay.
Well, when I first started taking classes, somebody told me that between when you start and when you're a good improviser, you have about 1,000 bad scenes you have to do.
1,000. Okay.
So it just depends on how often you're actually getting to do it. I mean, if you're taking a class and doing improv once a week for an hour, it might take you a long time. But if you're meeting with friends, if you're getting to actually get up and do shows, I mean, it really changes the dynamic of things if there's an audience versus no audience. So, I mean, I hate to not really give a clear-cut answer because it just it really does depend on, natural ability, but also how much experience you get to have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like how much you're putting yourself up in front of an audience too. I mean, it's funny. Look at all these programs; they're all pretty much year programs in a sense.
Yeah.
Like if you went to do they're like 6, 7 levels at most of these places, and even we're up to 4 levels now. And it's the sort of thing where, you can kind of say it takes like about a year or so. But that is like you could be there in 4 classes and really get it. It's like your learning curve could be really fast, or you could have it. You know what I mean? You could be that guy who people say is like really funny and quick. And you maybe just catch on really fast to the whole scene structure thing. Or maybe you're really good at the whole idea of story and scene and relationship, but maybe you're just not that funny.
Yeah, Doritos was doing a competition called Crash the Super Bowl. Over 4,000 people submitted commercials to Doritos. They picked the top 6. Of the top 6, people got to vote online. And the top 3, ended up being 4, were actually aired during the Super Bowl. So the Cliff Note version is one of the commercials that I wrote got produced and made by a friend of mine, Kevin Wilson, a pastor from our church, actually fronted the money so that we could make it. And lo and behold, they got not only in the top 6, but actually aired during the Super Bowl.
Awesome.
Sweet.
And tell us about the commercial.
Yes.
The commercial
I'm
was...
sure a lot of us saw it. I know I did.
But before too, it was exciting because there's. So 4 got shown, but that's because Doritos bought the 4th one. But so
Right.
we only knew it would be 3, and no one actually knew until it was being aired. So the tension was kind of cool because you could vote online, but they didn't show you how many votes. But what happened was the first commercial airs, and it's the first Doritos one, and it's not Gabe's, and it's like okay.
Oh boy.
And then it's the second one airs, and it's not Gabe's. You're like okay, this is
literally after the second commercial aired. Every single commercial that aired after that, my heart stopped for a split second. Because the commercial would start, and I knew it wasn't mine, because I knew what the opening scene was on ours. And I was like, oh, that's not a Doritos commercial.
man.
Okay.
That's intense.
I was doing the same thing, actually, because I shot a Bud Light commercial that I was hoping would air in the Super Bowl. So every time a Bud Light commercial started, I was...
This commercials... They throw didn't Bud make 7 different commercials?
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
More than
It felt like way more than that.
They shot
Yeah.
like a dozen of them
Yeah.
over a couple-week period, and mine still hasn't aired.
I hear they make 500,000 commercials and they air 100,000 of them.
Wow.
So many just get thrown on the floor. It's amazing how much money they spend
Yeah.
for commercials. But anyway, back
Considering
to
how little
your
Doritos
commercial.
spent.
Right.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
You guys
Which
make
is
the
just-
commercials.
Yeah, which is brilliant on their part because
Sure.
it cost them next to nothing, and they
Right.
get all this great publicity and stuff.
Yeah.
So ours airs finally. It's the 3rd commercial that airs, and me and my wife and our friends, we literally screamed through almost the entire commercial because we were just so excited. So the commercial is it's basically a guy who decides to fake his own death in an effort to get free Doritos and to watch football undisturbed. So he's lying in a casket. In a church, literally just covered completely in Doritos, and has a little TV in the casket with him that he's watching a football game with.
No toilet, though.
No toilet.
Aw.
You know what's funny is somebody was like, "How does he go to the bathroom?"
Yeah.
It's like, okay, he clearly did not think this thing
Yeah.
through.
He's a guy who wants nothing to do but eat Doritos and play football. He's not going to worry about that.
Exactly. So 2 of his buddies are in on the gag because they're sitting, in the front pew.
Right.
One guy's actually a guy from Improv Olympic, Nick Armstrong.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he just by chance they were casting and he got in it, and
Yeah.
Nice.
so it was pretty cool just to support more improv community people. So.
Yeah, so in the middle of the commercial, he's rooting for his team, which scores a touchdown, but he creates such a motion in the casket that it actually tips over, and then he spills out onto the ground. And so one of his buddies, who was aware of the ruse, tries to cover for him and stands up and exclaims, "It's a miracle!" But clearly, no one's buying it.
Right.
So yeah, so that was the commercial.